Hello, my name is Starla Henderson, and this is Fronterhouse Quilts blog, and today we are going to be making our tree trunk. Last week we made our limbs, and I would say that after that, this one's going to be really simple. There's just a long trunk, so it may take you a little bit of time just to do it, but it's not going to be hard. The fabric that I chose for this tree trunk is actually a wood grain fabric. It's got knot holes in it. It's got, it looks like a tree trunk. And you can find this fabric in your quilt stores, usually in the landscaping area. I'm sure you can find it online. I've got several different kinds of tree trunk fabric like this, different scales. This one I wanted kind of small because this is a small wall hanging. But if I were making a really big tree trunk, I would use something with a scale that's a much larger. So this one, it's gentle curves going over these limbs, and this is how we do it. If you remember last time, we did our tree limb. So this time I've back basted the tree trunk. Just over this one limb is all we're going to go. But you're going to start, I've already buried my knot and started. And the main thing you have to remember with this part is you're covering the limb and the limbs, in this case it's just one, that you've already put down. So you just want to make sure as you're going over them that you get all of those little tails in there. You don't want anything hanging out. Let me get you in the frame here. You don't want anything hanging out. So here we go. And you just have to keep tucking and appliquing down. And then as you approach that limb, just make sure that everything is underneath what you're appliquing down now. And this is true anytime you're appliquing a piece of fabric over something, when you're layering fabrics like this. You just want to make sure that you get everything that's supposed to be tucked under where you're wanting it. So just go across the limbs with your tiny stitches until you've got them all covered. You're going to go up one side and then back down the other. And I go ahead and back baste the whole limb down, both sides. I mean the whole trunk down, both sides. It keeps it stable while you're doing this. I'm right-handed, so I do my right side. I start at the bottom. Of course, you could start at the top. And I went up the right side of my tree trunk from bottom to top, and then I came back down top to bottom. So here we've gone over that tree limb right here, and everything is tucked where I want it. Everything is underneath what I have just appliqued, and that's what we want. We want everything to be tucked up under here, and that'll just give it the illusion of it just flowing out from the tree, just like a tree trunk and its limbs do. So this is Starla Henderson with Fronterhouse Quilts blog, and this is how you put your tree trunk on your quilt. Thank you for joining me.